This film switches repeatedly between 8 dancers in or around their homes, wearing a combination of blue and gray clothing. The dancers' movements build in speed and fullness. The 8 dancers are Laurel, a woman with pale skin and eyes, very short hair, in a black and silver wheelchair, outdoors surrounded by several flower pots. Peter, a mixed-race man, half Asian, half Caucasian, early 30s, medium-length dark hair, scruffy beard, long arms, seated in a wheelchair, in his living room, backlit by a window. Courtney, a white woman, mid-20s, pale skin, long dark hair, green eyes, in an entryway between 2 large rooms. Matt, a white man, mid-30s, bearded, dark hair in a wheelchair, outside in a parking structure on a sunny, partly cloudy day. Ashley, tall, dark medium-length hair, strong build, freckles, on her wooden living room floor. Julie, a Caucasian woman, early 20s, with long, curly brown hair with blonde highlights, in a room with a single gray chair, light blue walls, covered with clouds. Lindy, older woman, pale skin, full lips, with long brown and silver hair, in her bedroom. Douglas, an older white man with brown hair and a beard that is increasingly more gray than brown, wearing glasses. Title screen, Remerge by Full Radius Dance. Sunlight peers into a room, shining gently through a window. Laurel, facing back, reaches one arm to her side as she lifts the other and begins to arch towards the sky. Peter, facing back, quickly raises both arms and slowly drops them down his back. Revealing just her leg, Courtney slowly kicks out and up from behind an entryway. Matt pushes into a parking structure. Ashley lays face down on the floor. Julie's legs slowly emerge from behind the sofa. Lindy on her side in bed slowly unfolds. Close up, Ashley lifts her chest and head off the floor and slowly lowers down. From behind the couch, Julie bends each leg slowly and returns down. Gradually, the scenes begin to rapidly switch between the dancers as their movements become faster. They each reach into their spaces, spinning, folding, and unfolding their bodies. Matt, spinning an arm up and back, drops it and lifts his leg onto his chair. Switching from Peter to Matt, both in profile, each stretch their arms. Matt folds, pulling his arms into his hips. Courtney, on the ground, folds, crunching her body, pulling her elbows and knees into her chest. She slowly unfolds. Laurel, looking over her shoulder, opens her arms, arches, and folds. Matt lifts his arms, folds, and unfolds his body. Sitting, Lindy turns her torso, stretching her arms and lifting her legs. Using the sofa, Julie rolls her body, closing and opening. Quickly switching from Peter to Courtney, then Laurel, we see each reaching with their arms. Laurel lowers her arms. Courtney is sitting on the floor, hugs herself, arching and winding back to the floor. Ashley, on her hip, winds her body around on the floor. Lindy, spinning on a point, winds around, holding, whipping her canes with her. Ashley winds and unravels her body, coming up to a crouch position. Using the chair, Julie jumps, extending away and then back, landing in the chair sideways. 2 white doors open. Douglas peers out. He steps out, closing the door behind him. Douglas looks at the camera surprised. The screen splits into 4. Dancers join in unison, covering their faces, slowly coming out and then back. Split screen switches between dancers till you see 7 with their hands clasped in front of their faces. They part their hands to reveal their faces. Words appear re-emerge by Full Radius Dance. Created with gratitude for our donors and supporters, because of you we will re-emerge. Choreographed and performed by Lindy Danley, Juliana Furicata, Laura Lawson, Courtney Michelle McClendon, Ashley Jo Ramsey Bornov, Matthew Smith, Peter L. Trojic. Artistic Director Douglas Scott. Music Andrew Cho. Editing Creative Advisor for the project Nadia Zetlin. www.fullradiusdance.org